So probably my favorite memory as a family is to spend time around the pier. It provides great shade in the summertime to get a little bit of cool off. Plus it protects you on those days when the sandstorm comes and you can hide behind the pylons. And then obviously just getting photo opportunities around with the waves crashing against the pier is always a great family event for us. Probably the best memories are my kids playing in and around the beach, getting swamped by the water, getting knocked over by the waves, getting sand cleaned out of just different areas. Probably the kids playing at the beach. That's my favorite part of Holden Beach. We've been part of the community here since 2020. We just were adopted right in, and from day one, we fell in love with the place, and we've loved every minute of it. So we had a relationship with the owner of the pier, Gil Bass. He was getting older, and he decided it was time for him to sell. And so when the town showed interest, that excited him because it was going to be able to preserve the fishing pier at Holden Beach. He thought it meant a lot to the history and the heritage of Holden Beach, and so he wanted to keep it as a pier. So the pier itself, you can see there's a lot of repair and maintenance that needs to happen. Time has taken its toll, and the further we let it sit here, the further it's going to deteriorate. There's been several hurricanes that have knocked the end of it off to the current place it is now, but with just a little bit of work, we can put it back out where it was when it was originally built. The Holden Beach Community Alliance, it kind of is a grassroots organization. We started meeting down at Town Hall, and we started discussing options on what we could do to assist the town in the preservation and the restoration of the pier. And the Holden Beach Community Alliance was formed out of that. We started talking about what is it that we liked about it, what is it that we loved about it, and it really boiled down to the history and the heritage. There's not many structures in Holden Beach that's more iconic and relate to the history and relate to the heritage of the town than the Holden Beach Fishing Pier. The attitude of the community right now, overall, is positive towards the pier. There are some that have some apprehension as far as the financial pieces of the puzzle, and so we began a campaign in support of the town buying the pier, just simply to preserve and to promote the history and the heritage of the Holden Beach Fishing Pier in Holden Beach. That's the biggest obstacle we face. I think as far as the pier and the sentiment towards it and the history and the heritage and how it integrates in, I think everybody is for the pier. It's just how do we pay for it. The current council, I think they are open to restoring the pier, they just don't know how to do it. And I think that's a literal statement, they just don't know how to do it. But I think if we gave them options, viable options, where it wouldn't seem like it was a rabbit hole, financial rabbit hole, then I think that they would get on board and be supportive of whatever that endeavor is, as long as it was a positive for the town of Holden Beach. The only thing that the Alliance wants is, at the end of the day, is for people to be able to fish off the end of the pier, whether it's concrete or wood. Now, us personally, we've discussed this issue, and I think that the wooden pier is more in line with the character and the history and the sentiment of the town. And so that would be our preference, is a wooden pier be built back to its full original length. If the guys if they can pull the money in to do the concrete pier, we wouldn't stand in their way. The commissioners that we have right now have a great opportunity to get involved, plan, and preserve the history and the heritage of the Holden Beach Fishing Pier for generations to come. If you want to help the pier, right now we are petitioning the local council to not destroy it. And so to do that, we're gathering voters and property owners of Holden Beach. We're a nonprofit, we're 501c3 certified, got our thing, and already we have 264 property owners that have signed our petition, and every day we add to that number. And if you want to help, you can go sign the petition on our website, which is hbcalliance.com, and click sign the petition and add your name to our petition.